Hey guys, I'm just doing a test to make sure this works. What I'm going to show you is how I am making masks now. I use elastic, 2 layers of interfacing, so this acts as a filter. And then you could even use something you have around the house like an old pillowcase. So this is actually part of a pillowcase that I had from before that I have repurposed before. So now I'm getting another bang for my buck out of this. So what I would do is take there's some stitching along here. I would take that out so that I would have more fabric to work with. And we'll go from there. The pattern I use, I have one for a baby, one for a bigger kid, one for a small adult. It's actually a large kids or a small, extra small adult, the small adult, and then I also have medium and large, which are obviously more medium and large. Basically what it is everything gets another inch added on as the face needs more space to be covered. So you can use bold prints, you can use gingham, that's more of a buffalo check, or this is closer to gingham. And then I also found Ernie and Bert. So I can make masks for everybody. They're not that complicated. They are pleated, and the kids only have 2 pleats because their mask is so much smaller. And then as you grow, you have 3 pleats. And I have the mask. These are the masks that I've just made. So I bag them up right away and put them in a paper bag so that I can keep each order separate. And this would be an adult small, which would actually fit me. And then it has elastic for over your ears, and then it has the pleats that open up. So I'm the only one that's touched this, so it's okay for me to touch this now. And then I put the smalls, anything from an adult small down to the baby, I put in there. And then I squeeze out, I give it a little hug, I squeeze out all the air so that it stays nice and flat. So I've made this plain brown one, and I've made this bold geometric. And we like to call this the splash. So it's basically a bold yellow with a splash of bleach all over it. And then floral prints. Now, I've had so much fabric, it's been years since I've had to buy fabric for anything. When my kids were growing up, if I would go out, that would be my thing. I would go out and buy fabric. It just looked great, and I would get it. And I just would put it aside. Sometimes I'd wash it and make something. A lot of times I didn't. I really had no idea why I was buying all this fabric, but now I know why. Alright, so that's half of this person's order. The rest of their order is here waiting to be put together. So I have this batik, let's see, this batik fabric. And this geometric, which is kind of cool. And then last but not least, of this order at least, is these really cool leaves. Like I said, I had no idea what I was buying this for, but now I know. I was also buying in with the idea of American Girl dolls, so the prints were generally small. So generally most of my prints are small. And I have stripes. So then what happens is you lay the pattern out on a fold. So the fold is down here. And then you attach the interfacing. You iron the interfacing on. So you have 2 layers of interfacing. And then this gets sewn up here and then here with an opening here. And then you attach strands of elastic, depending on how big your mask is, it'll tell you how long the elastic should be. So for a regular small mask, I use 6.5 inches of elastic. And so I would attach it here, and all of my seams are 1/4 of an inch. So I'm only going to lose 1/2 inch altogether for both sides. So it's still going to be pretty substantial. This is the large. The other, this is the, and this is a small. This is a medium and this is a small. And so then once the elastic is attached, then I reach in here and I pull it right side out. And then it's ready to be pleated. And I'll go through that in a minute.